Hello, fandom. This is DJ Sully D, and welcome to the Fandom Realm. Today, I'm going to do a quick reaction to Dolemite Is My Name. There may be some light spoilers, so be forewarned. Just to start this off, I just caught this movie on Netflix as I was scrolling through looking for something interesting to watch, and I decided to give it a try. I didn't really know what my reaction was going to be going into it, but it turned out that I liked the movie pretty well. Probably not in my top 10. It makes a charge to be in that top 10, that's for sure. The biggest problem for me with this whole movie, and it was really the biggest problem I had, is the really raunchy cursing. I'm just not into that in movies. I think it's going to take away from it. I know it took away from some of the enjoyment from me, and probably it will for some fans as well. Now, moving into the review a little bit here, the big thing I want to talk about here is Eddie Murphy. This performance was basically the second best performance in a movie that I saw in 2019, and I think he definitely deserved an Oscar nomination for the role. I feel like he really brought the correct energy and vibe to the character of Rudy Ray Moore. He was just outstanding in this movie. I'm not sure if it's because we haven't seen that much of Eddie Murphy over the years or what the issue is or was, but I just really enjoyed his portrayal of the main character in this movie. I must mention the rest of the cast was extremely good as well. I really enjoyed Wesley Snipes and even more so Divine Joy Randolph as Lady Reed. I thought she did an excellent job and may have deserved a nomination for Best Supporting Actress, I would say. I know some people talking after the Oscar nominations thought Wesley Snipes' character was extremely good and deserved an Oscar nomination as well. I'm not quite there myself, but I thought he had some entertaining scenes, especially later in the movie. Director Craig Brewer, I think, did a fantastic job crafting this movie and actually having it make sense. This thing could have gone very wrong very fast, but it didn't. The story was well paced, I thought. I never thought, hey, this thing's just taking too long or this doesn't make sense. You know, it's a bit of a ridiculous story, but he does a good job of having it make sense. And so that is a strong point. Boy, I'll tell you one other thing here too was costume designer Ruth Carter probably deserved a nomination for the costumes in this. Production design was great as well. I loved their sort of take back to that time period. It was just the whole look of the movie I thought was amazing when they were filming the movie within the movie. The car chase scene they did. I had to laugh at that. It made me think of the Dukes of Hazzard of all things. But I thought the production was extremely good in this movie. The story is so ridiculous that it's actually good. I love these movies where we follow someone's life as it relates to a work of art. In that sense, it actually reminds me a lot of the other movie in 2019, one that I liked about equally as much, and that was Little Women, and then also Shakespeare in Love, which I really liked that movie as well. And it was an Oscar winner. Just to say, this movie can be very rude and a little crude at times, and that's going to turn some people off. But by the end of the movie, I was laughing and having a good time, and I just really enjoyed this movie. I would definitely recommend this Netflix movie. It's one of the best movies I think they have put out. I would actually go as far to say it's the top movie I've seen on Netflix. And yes, that is over top of Marriage Story and The Irishman. I will give it a score of an A minus, and that basically checks it in tied for number 11 on my top 10 list of 2019. Thanks for checking out this quick review. Leave a comment below to add to our conversation on Dolemite. Subscribe to the channel and share the video with others. That's it for today. See you next time at the Fandom Realm.